よしよし。今、大丈夫かな？はい。大丈夫。元気。よいしょーっと。見えるね。大丈夫。もしもし。Can you see me now? Can you hear me? Hello. ザイト。Hi. Hey. You ready? Who else is here? Zaito. Thank you for checking this out again. You never miss a session. Do you? You're one of my regulars. Okay. Who else is here? Zaito. Good. Excellent. And more coming in. Fix that. Hi. Good to see you. And Jova, you made it today. Hi. Zaito says, sup? What's up? Everyone feeling good? Jova says, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. To everyone too. Yes. Yeah. How's everything for you? For you guys. I'm kind of chilling a lot. I try to relax, but I'm so Japanese that I cannot keep myself too busy. I can never relax. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a relaxed holiday period. Okay. So let me have a look at my one sec. Let me just reveal. Okay, Yuffie's here. My cat Yuffie's saying, "Please wait." Okay, here we go. Knife, you made it. You made it, Knife. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Okay. All right. I hope you guys have a good time. Okay. So I'm gonna start. Okay. Let me see. Drover, I don't remember the last time I had good sleep. I'm too in the habit of getting up early. Aww. Take it easy. No. You're meant to relax. Zaito took 3 weeks off. Oh, wow. That's a long break. Yeah, everything is one big blur and I've lost track of time. Yeah, that happens, huh? And Lilib, hello, you're here. Good to see you. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start now. Again, I might not be able to check the chat often. Okay, since I wanna kind of I wanna read this. I'm sure you guys wanna focus on this too. So we're gonna start from here. Okay. And then the notes. I have it right here. We're gonna start from here. Okay. So before, where were we? Let me see. Oh yeah. So before, this is what happened. Let me just check my screen a little bit. Okay, one sec. Alright, so this is what happened before we go. So yeah, Bocchi wanted to show the lyrics she wrote to Ryo-san, and I wanted to get some advice from Ryo-senpai, and then see what happens after. So let me just do something here. One sec. I need to stretch a little bit so I can fit things in. One sec. But Ryo-san was accidentally looking at Bocchi's autograph drafts. She was meant to she was supposed to look at the lyrics page that Bocchi wrote. Okay, let's see. It's like need to adjust my screen a little bit. Let me just fix something here. One sec. Not gonna be. Here we go. Gonna start from. All right. Oh yeah, here, isn't it? Okay. Yep. So. Excellent. So let's go from here, from this frame. Let's see. Adjust my stuff here too. Okay. Let's see. So this is Ryo-san and Bocchi in the in a nice cafe / restaurant. It was Bocchi's first time, going into such a nice, like a stylish, restaurant or cafe by herself. So she was feeling nervous, huh? Yeah. Okay. So this is Ryo-san asking Bocchi about her lyrics. Okay, and she goes, ぼっち的にはこの歌詞で満足？それは、そう。ぼっち的にはこの歌詞で満足？満足？So let's break it down. So ぼっち的。Oftentimes we add this kanji 的 to make an adjective. So this is kind of what's happening. So let's see. So ぼっち的 ぼっち的には So from your point of view, from Bocchi's perspective, point of view, or like for you, to you, okay? ぼっち的には okay? この歌詞 we had 歌詞 many times, lyrics この歌詞で満足 satisfied, okay? Let's see. 満足 on its own, it means content, like you're happy about something, content, satisfactory, sufficient. And we also have a verb 満足する、満足する to be satisfied, okay? So 満足する。So if you say 満足している you use it as like state condition, then I'm satisfied, I'm happy with something 満足している、but 満足 can be used on its own like this, oftentimes in this case この歌詞 and a particle で満足 you're satisfied with this? Are you happy about this? Okay? 満足 something で満足 If you say like これで満足 I'm happy with this. I'm satisfied with this. Okay? So in this case この歌詞 this lyrics で満足 Like are you happy about this? Are you satisfied with what you wrote? The lyrics you wrote, is this okay? It's since it doesn't sound like Ryo-san is convinced, okay? Ryo-san doesn't think that this is this lyrics that Bocchi wrote is from her, or like maybe she has doubts that Bocchi is maybe not happy about this lyrics because it doesn't sound like, Bocchi at all. And Bocchi-chan says, それは、それは she's stuttering. それは、it is, it's, or that's, let's see. Okay. Talking about Ryo-san's past and history here. Yeah. 私、昔は別のバンドにいたんだけど、そのバンドの青臭いけど、まっすぐな歌詞が好きだったんだ。Okay? And that's Ryo-san thinking about the past. Okay? But also she's telling this to Bocchi too. Okay? She's not just thinking in her head. She's remembering the past and also telling Bocchi about it. Okay? And this is Bocchi-chan thinking, 北さんが前そんなこと言ってたな。Okay? So, 私 talking about, well, since Ryo-san is saying this to Bocchi-chan, 私 what's missing? 私は okay, subject は昔は makes sense to get rid of 私は wa particle because 昔は she's using wa here too. Okay, 昔はBut this wa is more like a filler, so it doesn't have to be here. Okay. So if you say 私は昔別のバンドにいたんだけど that's totally fine too. If you put the subject wa back here and you get rid of this filler wa, it's gonna still make sense. Okay? So 私 but in this case 私昔は in the past 別のバンドにいたんだけど別のlike another 別の is always followed by and now 別のバンド another band okay? 別の let's see 別の here 別のand it's followed by a noun, in this case bando, so band. So another band 別のバンドに let me see バンドにいた from いる to be, so I was in another band 別のバンドにいたんだけどいたけど is fine, but いたんだけどんだ it's more like when she's telling something and explaining いたんだけど but and it continues here そのバンド which band? This band そのバンドの青臭いけど青 blue 青臭い but this is more like we sometimes say 青 for green too so 青臭いけどまっすぐな歌詞 what kind of 歌詞 what kind of lyrics not experienced 青臭い okay let's see青臭い so 青 is blue but sometimes we use 青 for green too like traffic signals in Japan we say 青信号 for like green green light We say 青信号. Are we colorblind? 青. So in this case, 青臭い. Kusai means like smelly, you know? But of course it's a metaphor. So green, immature, callow, something like inexperienced. Okay. 青臭いけど、immature or like green, but without experience. けど but まっすぐ straight まっすぐ of course it's まっすぐ straight, but of course it means like honest. まっすぐ straight, straightforward, direct, honest, nothing hidden, nothing is covered. Okay, まっすぐ an adjective, so まっすぐな歌詞 lyrics. Let me turn off the heat. One sec. The heat is on and it's going like Bleh. Let me just turn it off. I didn't notice this. One sec. Let me just turn this off. One sec. Off. Okay, here we go. It's gonna turn off soon. Yeah. 青臭いけどまっすぐな歌詞 straight, honest lyrics が好き something が好き pattern. Okay, I liked 好きだったpast tense of 好き so I liked 好きだったんだ again んだ it's not a dialect んだ again when we are explaining something, telling someone something. Yes, since Ryo-san's, telling Bocchi about, her past experience, in a band. So, まっすぐな歌詞が好きだったんだ. I liked, the lyrics, which was green, but straightforward, like honest. 好きだったんだ. And then what happened? Forgot this one. 北さんが So this is Bocchi-chan thinking 北さんが前そんなこと言ってたな。北さんが前そんなこと言ってた。どんなこと What kind of thing was Kita-chan saying? This whole thing, of Ryo-san being, in a band, in another band before. 前そんなこと言ってたな。Oh, 北さん was saying, something like that. Kita-chan wasn't saying this, but this part. So Bocchi-chan's response is to this part. 私、昔は別のバンドにいたんだけど。Okay? And what happened? でも、売れるために必死になって、どんどん歌詞を売れ線にして、それが嫌になったからやめたんだ。Okay? でも、but 売れるため we had ため many times でも売れるために so for this 必死になってどんどん歌詞を売れ線にして、okay. So 売れる Of course what she implied is バンドが売れる One sec. バンドが売れる so the band becomes successful, of course, or popular. バンドが売れる okay. 売れるため purpose, isn't it? So, yeah, to to make them like successful. What did they do? What happened? 必死になって、必死 We had 必死 before with Nijika-chan trying to stop Bocchi-chan from like making a song during work. 必死 like desperate 必死になって必死になる to be desperate. So they, the band became so desperate. And what did they do? どんどん歌詞を売れ線にして歌詞 lyrics を売れ線にする売れ is from 売るto sell, but 売れ線 like a line, so to make it like more commercial, instead of making it 青臭い or まっすぐthe band didn't think that, making it 青臭い or まっすぐ will be commercially appealing. So they wanted to change. They wanted to change the direction of the lyrics. How? 売れ線にして、そう売れ線。歌詞を売れ線にする。する in this case, it's not to do, to make the make the lyrics into like 売れ線 like commercially, appealing. 売れ線にして There we go. そう歌詞を売れ線にして they made it commercially appealing, make it more commercially sounding, without, making them original or unique. I mean, it is still original, but it's not going to be real. It's going to be all kind of, kind of fake, because they wanted to make it more marketable. They wanted to sell, the band. They wanted to sell their albums, songs, turn them into, a pop band. どんどん歌詞を売れ線にして、どんどん is like having more like kind of how do I call it? どんどん歌詞を売れ線にして、this is more like without, like hesitating, with force, with more power. In this case, like one after another, they kept making 売れ線 commercially appealing lyrics, so they didn't stop it. どんどん歌詞を売れ線にして okay. Let's see. それが嫌になった。それ this. Okay. それが嫌になった。So, りょうさん didn't like, the fact that the band, changed the whole thing. They were writing more like straightforward, green, immature like lyrics. But they switched to more commercial, commercially appealing, more like kind of pop direction. And then Ryo-san didn't like that. それが嫌になった。それが嫌になったからやめたんだ。Okay? So それが嫌、something が嫌、describing something that you don't like or like almost like hate. Okay? それが嫌になった。So she was fed up with it. Okay? Like, 嫌になったから。I got fed up with I got sick of, you know, the direction, that they were making them more commercial, making them really pop. They kept doing that. 嫌になったからやめたんだ。So やめた、so やめる to quit. Yeah, I quit. Again, やめたんだ。Again, she's explaining herself. Okay? やめたんだ。You know what happened next? Here's Nijika chan. Let's see. Oh yeah. So yeah. 嫌になる here, and of course is the opposite of 好きになる。Okay? 好きになる and 嫌になる。The, polar opposite. 好きになる you start to like something. 嫌になる is the opposite. You start to dislike it. Start to kind of, fed up with something. Let's see. バンドそのものが嫌になってたところをニジカが誘ってくれて、もう一度頑張ろうって今バンドしてるんだ。暇ならベースやって。そうバンドそのもの。バンドそのもの。The band そのものの酢の物。酢の物 is food. Like vinegar. Su is vinegar. 酢の物 like vinegar salad. But this is そのもの。バンドそのものが嫌になってた。Okay? See. Something そのもの。Something itself, so バンドそのもの。Band itself が嫌になっていたところ。ところ is not really a place anymore. Okay? Talking about like when here. 嫌になってたところ talking about like the situation. 嫌になってたところ so 嫌になる again 嫌になる it's like to you start to be fed up with something. So 嫌になっていた so I was getting fed up. ところ in this case like when I was getting fed up. Of course I'm getting fed up with what? The band. ニジカが誘ってくれてニジカが of course ニジカちゃんニジカが誘ってくれて gifting verb 誘ってくれて of course why is she saying 誘ってくれて of course it's from 誘ってくれる誘う This is what she's doing 暇ならベースやって、okay. 暇ならベースやって、okay. 暇having free time なら so if you have free time if you have time ベースやって please play the bass for me be a bass player for me so she's inviting why don't you do this with me why don't we start a band 暇ならベースやって、okay. so ニジカちゃんが誘って it's from 誘うIn this case, it's like to invite. 誘い also means to entice as well. But of course, it's like, hey, why don't you join me? 誘う。招待する will be like, invite somebody to like an event. So it doesn't work here. 誘う。Is to invite in this case, saying like, oh, why don't you join, the band? Why don't we just start a new band? 誘う、手フォーム、誘って、手 くれて is from of course 誘ってくれる you know、the reason why she's saying てくれて、of course from てくれるshe's feeling thankful that Nijika-chan asked Ryo-san to join her 誘ってくれてね、Nijika-chan or Nijika asked me to join the band、もう一度 one more time もう一度頑張ろう from 頑張る、to do your best to like to put effort to make an effort 頑張る volitional 頑張ろうって頑張ろうと思って okay, that's what's missing here I thought that I will I'll do this again I'll do my best again、もう一度頑張ろうって or I'll try hard again、で頑張ろうと思って今 now バンドしてる to do the band I mean to be in a band to play in a band バンドしてるんだ again バンドしてる again んだ why? Because she's telling the reason why. She's explaining herself. What happened, and also she's telling, the reason why, she's in a band now, even though she was in a band before, and in the beginning she loved it, but then the band changed. She started to kind of hate it, of course. Started to get fed up with, where they were going. But then that's when Nijika-chan came and asked, like, hey, if you've got time, just play the bass, and then let's start a band. This is how she started the band. Okay, let's go. 個性を捨てたバンドなんて死んだのと一緒だよ。前のバンドも結局解散しちゃったし。私、このバンドには死んでほしくないな。So, very good quotes. Here, 個性を捨てたバンド。See. So, 個性 right here. Okay. So, of course, talking about like character, personality, individuality, something that's unique, to to the person, 個性, to individuals, we're all different, isn't it? Okay, we have our own personality, character. That's 個性. Okay, so 個性を捨てたバンド、捨てる to throw something away, or also like to give up. Okay. 個性を捨てたバンドなんて adding more emphasis on this whole thing here. Okay. 個性を捨てたバンドなんて死んだのと一緒だよ。So, what she wants to say is like, the band, which, gave up, gave up on individuality or like character, personality, they are the same as being dead. 死んだのと一緒。死んだ。It's from 死ぬ to die, but 死んだ dead. Something is dead. So 死んだのと死んだものと一緒。一緒 here, it doesn't mean together. It's like it's the same. It is the same thing. Same as being dead. What is the same? 個性を捨てたバンド。You know? So band without 個性。Yeah? So, of course, I said band without. Of course, if you, throw it out, if you give up on this, so then you're without, right? So I just said the band. Okay, I'm not going to translate this because that's what it means. So, the band, without 個性. Okay? Individuality, personality, character, uniqueness. なんて such a band. Okay? バンドなんです。adding more emphasis on this. Such a thing, such a band is, is dead to me. To me, same as being dead. Okay? 前のバンド which band? This. Okay, 前のバンド is the previous band. 前のバンドも what happened here? 結局解散しちゃった。結局 again we had 結局 many times. After all 解散しちゃった。解散する。Something splits up. Like a group band. 解散する。Something breaks up. So the band, split up. We can't use 解散する for like couples, relationships. 解散する is only for like bands, groups, so on and so forth. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, I even wrote it here too. 解散する something splits up. So like band, like a band being split up, or breaking up. It's not for people. I mean, it's not for like couples. If it's like for, let's say, like a couple, like breaking up, it's 別れる. But this one is 解散する. Since, she's talking about, bands. And of course, talking about this previous band. These girls, unfortunately, they split up. They don't exist anymore. Okay? So that's why 解散しちゃった、解散する、してしまった、てしまう。Okay? 解散しちゃった、解散してしまったし、てしまう changed to 解散しちゃった。Okay? This happened. Okay? Unfortunately, this happened. しちゃったし、listen reasons. 私、このバンドには死んでほしくないな。This is how Ryo-san feels about このバンド。Of course, talking about 結束バンド。Okay? Let's take a look at this one has somebody に verb て欲しい but a negative 欲しくない I don't want the band or this band to die because Ryo-san is contrasting このバンド and 前のバンド which which had no personality, character, individuality. It was just like a kind of common band. Okay, so to Ryo-san, it's the same as being dead, you know. But of course, she doesn't want, this to happen to Kessoku band. Okay, with this new band, with Bocchi-chan, and of course Nijika-chan, Kita-chan. Okay, このバンドには死んでほしくない。Okay, let's see. Do I have this? Okay, let me see. I had the pattern before. Let me find the pattern here. Okay. 欲しくない negative, so. Somebody に verb 定 form 欲しい is it anywhere? Okay, here we go. One sec. Already had it before, so it's right here. Okay. Normally it's somebody に and you need the verb 定 form. Okay, 定 form of the verb 欲しい. Okay, this is when you say I want, I want her to do this. I want him to do this. I want my cat to do this. Okay, not that you doing it. If you want to say I want to do this, I want to eat, then it's 食べたい. You need a Thai form. But this one, you want somebody else to do something. Okay. So somebody に verb 定 form 欲しい. This one is actually an e adjective, so the negative is 欲しくない isn't it? 欲しくない. That's what's happening here. Okay? So バンドにこのバンドには死んでほしくない。死んで it's from 死ぬ to die. 定 form 死ぬ死んで yeah, it takes the same pattern as nom nom nonde, but this is the only one with nu. Okay, 死ぬ okay, that's why I didn't even bother including. Okay, 死ぬ is the only word that has nu, and then it changes exactly the same as nom nom nonde pattern. So 死んで te form 死んでて欲しい negative 欲しくない so I don't want this band to die. Okay, 欲しくないな. She's just like 欲しくないな. And then a little bit of emphasis. Since like she's saying like this is how she, what she basically, this is her hope, that the band will stay together, it will not die, it will, live, yeah, and be unique, be themselves. Okay, 死んでほしくないな. Okay, so this is バンドに so somebody には contrast. Okay, contrasting to 前のバンド. Okay, このバンドには死んでほしくない. This band, I don't want this band to die. I don't want this band to die. Okay, このバンドには contrasting to this. Okay, 死んでほしくないな. Okay, let's see. To move this, one sec. Okay. 死んだのと一緒使おう. Okay. Yeah. 解散する他人 Okay. だから他人のこと考えて つまんない歌詞書かないで、自分の好きなように書いてよ。みんなぼっちがいいと思ったから頼んでるんだ。So good. だから、So、他人、他の人、other people, strangers, others、他の人、他人のこと、他人のこと考えて、他人のことを考えて、always missing、他人のことを考えて、ことを考える、think about 他人、think about others. Of course, think about how other people, will think. 他人のこと考えて、つまんない。same つまらない。boring つまんない歌詞書かないで。つまんない歌詞 lyrics 書かない negative ないで without without writing boring lyrics 自分の好きなように書いてよ。自分の好きなように書いて手フォームよ。書いてよ。自分の好きなように as you like、the way you like 自分の好きなように書いて from 書く to write what? Lyrics. So don't think about other people, and then don't write boring lyrics by thinking about other people, or if youつまんない歌詞書かないで、so don't write boring lyrics, by thinking about other people. Just be yourself. 自分の好きなように、okay? 書いてよ、write as you like, be free. 自分の好きなように書いて、casual request、書いてよ、she's telling her, do this, do this, why don't you do this? Okay? 自分の好きなように書いてよ。Write whatever you like. みんなぼっちがいいと思ったから頼んでるんだ。Okay? みんな、talking about, of course, the whole band. Okay? にじかちゃん、きたちゃん、of course. りょうさん。ぼっちがいい。ぼっちがいいと思ったから頼んでるんだ。Okay? 頼む to ask. Okay? Ask, of course. 頼む has many different meanings, but in this case, to ask Bocchi to do what? To write the lyrics. Okay? Write lyrics for the band. Right? Why? みんなぼっちがいいと思った。ぼっちがいい。ぼっち suitable for this,ぼっち is good for this. ぼっち will be perfect for this. ぼっちがいいと思った。What's the subject of 思った？みんな。みんなぼっちがいいと思ったから。So we thought that you are good for this. You are good. You'll be good writing lyrics. You'll be the perfect person to write lyrics. So 頼んでるんだ。頼んでる。We're asking you. Or we've asked you. See. Okay. Okay. So. バラバラな人間の個性が集まって、それが一つの音楽になるんだよ。Word。バラバラ。 バラバラ。バラバラな人間の個性。個性 we had 個性 before, right? Personality, character. バラバラ。バラバラ is something not together. Something that's separate, scattered. Okay, バラバラ。バラバラな人間、human の個性。個性。バラバラ。scattered, fragmented, something that's separate. バラバラ。バラバラな人間の個性。バラバラな人間の個性。バラバラな人間 of course not talking about a person being like, fragmented or anything. Okay, that's it's a metaphor talking about like diverse personalities or differences, in individuals, basically. バラバラな人間の個性。Because as you can see, we're all different. And of course, with 結束バンド, everyone's so different. Everyone's unique, right? So, バラバラな人間の個性。Everyone's バラバラ in that band. They're not the same. バラバラな so like different, or diverse 人間 human 個性 uniqueness, character, personality, diverse personalities. Okay? 人間の個性が集まって集まる together. We had 集まる before. Something が集まる to get together. So diverse personalities get together, and それ what is それ referring to this. Okay? Different people, diverse personalities getting together. That が一つの one 音楽 music 一つの音楽 like one music or like unified music になるんだよ。それが一つの音楽になるんだよ。なる to be music 一つの音楽 not バラバラ not バラバラな音楽 but it's gonna be one will be one. Okay? なるんだよ again she's telling Bocchi explaining what it is all about. Basically it is okay to be different. Just be you. We thought you'll be good at doing this. That's why we chose you. Don't think about other people. Don't think about what other people think. Don't think about what will be popular, what will be commercial. Just be yourself. Okay? それが一つの音楽になるんだよ。Okay? Since we're all different, okay? We gather together and then that becomes one. Okay? One music. In this case, it's like one band. Okay? Even though 音楽 is music, but it's talking about being in a band, making music together. Okay? それが一つの音楽になるんだよ。Okay? それにぼっちの作った歌詞をリア充っ子に歌わせたら面白そうじゃん。ここまでひどい歌詞作りません。So, Kita-chan is actually singing what Bocchi wrote like years ago. Let's see. Yeah, this. This terrible lyrics to curse somebody. Okay. Just so. Kita-chan singing while singing something actually pretty terrible, okay, and dark. Let's see. それに in addition, or on top of that, それにぼっちの作った歌詞をリア充っ子に歌わせたら面白そうじゃん。ぼっちの作った歌詞。ぼっちの作った歌詞。Again, verb, noun combo to explain more about this 歌詞. So the lyrics that Bocchi made, or Bocchi wrote in this case. So this one has no. Again, we had this before. Normally in a noun clause like this, and if you have a, if you have a like a secondary subject in this case, subject that goes with this, normally it takes ga, but it's often replaced with no. They're interchangeable. ぼっちが作った歌詞 is also fine too. Okay? So ぼっちの作った歌詞。ぼっちが作った歌詞。The lyrics that you made, of course in this case, that you wrote or composed. Or リア充っ子。I had リア充っ子。I had a video about リア充っ子 before. Lia is from real. 充 is from 充実する. Something is like satisfied. リア充っ子。リア充 like we talk about someone who is like happy with their real life, not online, not online life, but offline, like real life, in real life. Okay, they're satisfied. Maybe they're successful, they're popular, they're good looking, or they have a boyfriend, a girlfriend. These people. リア充. That's リア充. Okay. Let's see. Of course, リア充. Okay, リア充. When リア充っ子 is someone. One sec. リア充っ子. Okay. I had a video about this a long time ago. Okay, someone who is, satisfied, happy. With the real life. Normally used more like ironically. リア充, like リア充うざい. Like, oh gosh, I'm so like annoyed by, how they brag about, how happy they are in real life. Like nowadays people talk a lot online, like in let's say like Discord or Reddit, whatever. And in Japan, where do they talk like 2 channel or sometimes like a YouTube and maybe some comments in social media. And when you see someone like being successful, and you get jealous sometimes, and リア充め, like you say that because you're a little bit annoyed, with how they kind of brag about, what's going on in their life, and they look so happy and successful. Okay, so often used ironically. So リア充っ子. Of course, they don't have any grudge on Kita-chan. Of course, リア充っ子 is more like has a kind of comedy tone to it. Okay, リア充っ子. Of course, talking about someone like Kita-chan. Well, Kita-chan's beautiful, She has friends. She's she's popular. Everyone looks up to Kita-chan, right? So リア充っ子. Okay, so リア充っ子 like 北ちゃんに歌わせたら面白そうじゃん。歌わせる causative. right here. So of course it's from 歌う. 歌う is to sing, but 歌わせる. Make her sing. Causative. Okay? 歌わせる。歌わせたら、so if we make her sing, make リア充っ子 sing, let me see, causative. Did it go? I can't go. So let's see. Causative, normally two things. One is forcing, commanding, make somebody do something, often by force, but it's not always force. But it is normally, by force. It doesn't have to be. Causative. That's one thing. And it's very commonly used this way. And also, permission. Let somebody do something. So mostly like two different things. Okay. Allow somebody to do something. That's also causative. And also, talking about like emotional changes. That's also included too. Making somebody worry, sad, surprised, angry, laugh, so on and so forth. 小さい頃お母さんをよく心配させた。Okay. Made my mom worried. Okay. That's also causative too. Okay. But this is not as common. It's not as common as the first two usages. Permission is very common, especially when you talk about, like let's say, okay, like Yuffie. Okay, let's say my cat Yuffie. If I let her eat her treats, Yuffie におやつを食べさせる. I actually have a sentence here. Okay. I let Yuffie eat the treat she likes. Yuffie に好きなおやつを食べさせる. Somebody に in this case. 好きなおやつを食べさせる. So let her eat, the treat she likes. I do this all the time. So, permission. And also, earlier, when they were talking about ね、リア充っ子に歌わせる. So make her sing. Of course, in that case, it's not really forcing, but as I said, it doesn't have to be always by force. Okay. So these are the formulas. So 歌う. 歌う. So the verb is 歌う. So the formula will be a plus せる. So it takes the negative stem basically. So 歌う. If you're trying to do 歌, it's not gonna work. So we say 歌わ. 歌わせる. Okay, so careful with like う ending. Okay, う ending. う verbs. Because you can't really go 使わせる. Okay, make them use, let them use. Okay, but normally it's pretty easy. If it's an u verb, just change the last u vowel sound. いく u to a. So 行かせる. Okay, that's the causative form. So u verbs. I've actually separated intransitive and transitive. But formula-wise, it's going to take the same formula anyway. So if you have an u verb, change the last u vowel sound. 歩く u to a. So 歩かせる. Okay? Make them walk. Let them walk. Okay? That's easy. Do verb. Conjugation here. It's just super easy. Get the stem. stem plus させる、食べる、食べさせる。Since you get rid of that and keep the stem. 食べ the stem. Stem plus させる、食べさせる。食べさせる。Causative. Make them eat or let them eat. Mostly two things. But sometimes, yeah, it makes me feel happy kind of thing is also included too, but not as common as the first two. Okay. Let's see. Back. Yeah. And if it's, let me just do this. Okay, just zoom out a bit. Okay. Causative. Irregular, if you have an irregular, it's a suru. It's a very common verb, so する、させる just changes to させる okay? 来る again, it's irregular, so 来させる okay? It's not く but it's 来させる okay? That's how they change. Okay, so carefully, the particles actually change depending on the type of the verb you're using. Okay. One sec. I need to. There we go. Okay. So yeah, depending on which verb you're using. Normally, very common to use with, with a transitive verb. Transitive meaning verbs that take object or, and it's very common. Yeah, but it is actually possible to use, intransitive verbs too. Verbs that don't take object or. Some examples, let's see, very common one, 生かせる, oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, this is actually pretty common in Britain, for example. 両親は子供を毎週日曜に教会に行かせた。So, 両親, like the parents. Well, that's the subject here. Okay, the parents. And if you look at this, 行かせた has the causative. Of course, this is the past tense of that. And what happened here? So the parent made the kids go to where? Go to church. 毎週日曜日. 毎週日曜. Like every Sunday. This happens a lot. I don't know about maybe younger households, but I've had a lot of friends, British friends saying, "Oh yeah, I was taken to church. I was made to go to church." Some of them, they happily, they still happily do that. It's their choice, of course. But sometimes, like when we think about the past, maybe parents making us do something that we don't like, like go to this, sport club or something, and like you just don't want to do it. That's when you use causative. Okay. The parents made the kids go destinationに go to church, and this is the frequency. 毎週日曜に教会に行かせた. Okay, so this one is taking or. Okay. But if you see here, for example, 先生は生徒にたくさん漢字を書かせた。先生は生徒に たくさん漢字を書かせた。So causative, depending on what type of verb you're using, you've got to be careful with what particles to use. Okay? Of course, it's very common to use a transitive verb normally, just like this. Because 漢字を書く to write 漢字 isn't it? 書く can take an object. So 漢字を書く Okay? And then the teacher 書かせた made the students write what? 漢字 but a lot of 漢字 Okay? So 先生は生徒にたくさん漢字を書かせた Okay? Since I have to have or here Okay? This one actually takes ni because we can't have like 生徒 or 漢字 or we can't have or like that. So 漢字を書く is one set, isn't it? 漢字を書く it's one set. It comes with it. So in this case, it's grouped together. So then we don't have any other choice. So this is what I call like agent ni. Okay, agent ni. And this is object or and a causative. This is a very common pattern. Have you had this before? This experience? お母さんは子供に嫌いな野菜を食べさせた。お母さん。The mother. お母さんは子供に I'm using agent に嫌いな野菜 the vegetables they don't like 食べさせた食べる食べさせる causative 食べさせた past tense the mother or the mom made the kids eat the vegetables she or he doesn't like or didn't like okay so in this case subject はso she made kids or the kid eat 嫌いな野菜 okay so basically this one has like two objects okay but 野菜を食べる is like one set I can't have I can't have all here but before we did let's see yeah 子供を using like since this is actually the object okay the parent made the kid go to church okay 行かせた、両親は子供を毎週日曜に毎週日曜 is fine too、教会に行かせた okay you don't really need to have this because it's gonna be too mouthful okay 毎週日曜 is fine、okay? 両親は子供を毎週日曜教会に行かせた just insert like the places you didn't want to go for example like cram schools like in Japan like some kids are sent to cram schools for example so just like insert somewhere that maybe you didn't want to go okay 行かせたOkay. Of course, we do have causative, passive too. But okay, that's for another day. Okay, we had it before, but it's a bit complicated. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's why the Kita-chan sentence hadリア充っ子にand blah 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 and the causative okay form let's see go back this okay here we go gonna close this one okay you see so ぼっちの作った歌詞をリア充っ子に歌わせたら面白そうじゃんSo somebody に So agent に Remember? And 歌わせるぼっ ちの作った歌詞をリア充っ子に歌わせたら面白そうじゃん。リア充っ子にぼっちの作った歌詞を歌わせたら面白そうじゃん。It's also fine too. Okay? But since ぼっちの作った歌詞, this object is a bit too long, so she put it here. But it's totally fine to move ぼっちの作った歌詞 object all here to just before 歌わせる so 歌わせたら just right before here is also fine too. Okay? ぼっちの作った歌詞をリア充っ子にリア充っ子 like 北ちゃん、に歌わせる make her sing you know the lyrics Bocchi wrote or Bocchi writes or Bocchi makes or composes 歌わせたら so if conditional if we make リア充っ子if we make リア充っ子 sing 歌わせたら sing はぼっちの作った歌詞面白そうじゃん面白そう面白い interesting 面白そう sounds interesting looks interesting 面白そうじゃん面白そう right 面白そうじゃん面白そうじゃない面白そうじゃんisn't it gonna be interesting you know if we you know make her sing you know ぼっちの作った歌詞 of course talking about some dark you know depressing lyrics yeah ここまでひどい歌詞作りませんここまでひどい歌詞ここまでここ here まで so like to this degree ひどい terrible 歌詞 lyrics 作りませんI don't make or I don't write lyrics like this terrible you know I wouldn't write you know such terrible lyrics okay well she actually did in the past because that's what Kita-chan's singing okay what's that let's see oh, that was already a lot he had a lot of good things here so let me see okay so Ryo senpai let's see let me to move something here yeah one second okay just my screen a little bit manga can I fix this thing there you go okay so this is Bocchi-chan thinking in her head りょう先輩しっかりした人だったんだタングとしたしっかりした人だったんだりょうさん says そろそろ出よっか、okay? りょう先輩 of course りょう先輩は what's missing りょう先輩は or you can also use りょう先輩って is also fine if you want to use that yeah りょう先輩はりょう先輩って or even without it works しっかりした人we had a しっかりした before well actually I have it here okay yeah しっかり like we had しっかりするin one of the Genshin streams しっかりするlike to put yourself together but in this case like しっかりした人 someone like reliable for example if you say しっかりした人 someone you can trust so しっかりねしっかりした like a proper person しっかりした人しっ かりした人 someone reliable someone like strong, like mentally strong しっかり because しっかりした is something that's firm, something that's well built as well. So think about that. しっかりした人 someone, you know, trustworthy, that's also fine too. しっかりした人、ね、だったんだ。しっかりした人だったんだ。人、now, だった。It's the past tense, but しっかりした人だったんだ。しっかりした人なんだ is also fine too. しっかりした人なんだ。Why is she using the past tense? Because maybe she didn't imagine, you know, that you know, Ryo-san was a proper person. I mean, like, you know, someone who is reliable. Maybe Bocchi-chan thought, oh, you know, Ryo senpai is too mysterious, you know, but actually, you know, she's a very reliable and proper person. You know, she's mentally strong. She's she sounds, you know, mature. しっかりした人だったんだ。そろそろ soon. Shortly after this, 出よう from 出る to exit or to leave the place. 出よう volitional. Let's leave soon, or shall we leave soon? ごめん。りょう先輩、お金じSo, Bocchi-chan, it says 野口英世野口英世 This is actually 5,000 yen bill. I think I haven't used the 野口英世 for a while, so so 5,000 yen bill, and then 野口英世 is the person who is drawn on that bill. 野口英世and Bocchi is wondering, りょう先輩、お金 like money, like what about your money? Like, you know, G and G it's from じーっと見る like when you stare at somebody. じonomatopoeia. She's not gonna pay. ごめん。お金ないからおごって。すっからかーん。ごめん。Sorry. 今、お金ない。Of course, it's from お金がない。お金ない。I don't have money. から、so. おごって。from おごる。おごる。to treat somebody. Let me see. おごる。to treat somebody, you know, pay for somebody else's meal, おごる. And then we had おごり in one of my Genshin, you know, streams where Bennett, you know, wanted to treat, you know, the main character. And he said おごり、俺のおごり. Like, it's on me. So おごる is the verb, okay, to treat somebody, you know. But おごり is the noun form. Okay? おごって、今お金ないからおごって。おごって、casual request 手フォーム。すっからかーん。describing nothing is in the wallet in this case. She doesn't have any money. すっからかーん。something that's empty has nothing in it. すっからかーん。like what? Like, you know, can you pay for my meal because I don't have money, you know. What a senpai here. Bocchi-chan upset here. りょう先輩がここに誘ったんじゃないですか。どうしても食べたくて。お願い。おごって。全言撤回。ガーン。りょう先輩がここに誘った。誘う again, 誘う to invite. Okay. Goes like to to call somebody, to be here, right? そう、りょう先輩がここに誘ったんじゃないですか。ね。It is you. isn't that you who invited me here? Or isn't that you who asked me to be here? 誘ったんじゃない誘ったんじゃないですか Isn't this right? じゃないですか Sometimes we say like something じゃない It's just like it's more like seeking agreement like more like right so you asked me to be here right and she says どうしても食べたくてお願いおごってどうしても食べたいね I really really wanted to eat 食べたい食べたくて Again, it's not a complete sentence 食べたくて Of course 食べたくて来た Like I came here or I asked you to come here because I wanted to eat どうしても食べたくてそうSo I really wanted to eat 食べたい食べたかった will finish the sentence 食べたくて and 食べたくて I wanted to eat I really wanted to eat and that's why I asked you to come here yeah, of course it's not mentioned so お願い please おごって pay for my meal okay gone like when when we are shocked gone that's the sound we make in the manga 宣言撤回宣言前 like previous before 言 like what she said 宣言撤回する like to like to like remove so like like take back what I said because in Bocchi-chan's mind she was ありょう先輩しっかりした人だったんだ she was like impressed oh wow Ryo-san's like such a great senpai she's so reliable she's thinking about some deep stuff and then Ryo-san saying like, hey I don't have money like can you pay for my meal can I pay you back and 宣言撤回like take back what I just said okay so 前 前 same as 前 so 前言撤回so before again like a word so the previous word or what I just said before 撤回so take it away 撤回する前言撤回 take just take that back that's not true okay so take back what I just said of course she didn't actually voice it but she said it in her mind okay so let me see so Bocchi-chan ended up paying 本当にごめん来月返しますあいつでも大丈夫です本当にごめん I'm so sorry 来月 next month 返します Okay, 返す must form 返します somehow, she's polite now, since she borrowed money from Bocchi. She's sounding polite now. So 返す to return something back, to give something back. 返します I'll pay you back. Okay. 返すよいしょ。So to return something, to get something back. Okay. In this case, 返します of course お金を返します to pay, to pay her back, I'll pay you back. 来月 so next month. いつでも大丈夫です。いつでも anytime 大丈夫です。It's okay anytime. You can do that anytime. 次は絶対いい歌詞書いてきます。次は next time 絶対 definitely いい歌詞 good 歌詞 lyrics 書いてきます。I'll write 書くてくる てくる of course I'll write and I'll come here or I'll get back to you. So I'll write good lyrics next time. I'll definitely write good lyrics. Okay, let's see. And 頑張って。So good. Oh, it's already an hour and a half. Let me see. One sec. But I like, let me see. I like what she said. Yeah, like here. So good. 他人のこと考えてつまんない歌詞書かないで自分の好きなように書いてよ。みんなぼっちがいいと思ったから頼んでるんだ。So good. Yeah. バラバラな人間の個性が集まってそれが一つの音楽になるんだよ。So good. What a quote. Very good. Anyway, let me check the chat. I haven't checked it for a while. One sec. It's coming. Okay, we go. Check my chat. Patrick, you're here. Sorry, just read your message. Elena, you're here. Hi. And Hechi, you're here. Soy, you're here. Soy couldn't come last week, but I'm back. You're welcome back. One sec. Let me see. Command throw. That's an old thing with language. Greek has that too, where they use the word blue. It's interesting. Wow. So interesting. I thought like maybe it was like something to do with like color blindness. Okay, that's not the case. Let's see. Patrick, from what I heard, this lack of difference between blue and green comes from the fact that blue is pretty rare in nature. Right! Good point. Yeah, I mean like blue. I mean light blue, yes, like it's in the sky. But yeah. And there weren't many dangers coming from the sky. Right. Okay. So there was no need to name this color. Excellent. We're learning every day, everyone. And Patrick continues, so it's not like ancient people describing the sea as bright green or colorblind. They just didn't have the word. Right. Good point. And Patrick continues, I'm sure the color orange have existed in Europe before oranges have been brought from America. Wow, interesting. But no one felt the need to name it, and it was probably just called red or yellow. Wow, interesting. So we have more colors to describe nowadays. We have too many choices, huh? Wow, very interesting. Yeah, information. Snook says saw trivia about it recently before the fruit. The color was called yellow red. Interesting. Wow. ね、リア充子. Yeah, リア充子 was translated as Nomi. Right. It doesn't capture the nuance of like you know, the ironic nuance to it. So it's not just Nomi. So Kazu, you're here. Hello everyone. Putting this on. Okay, listening in the car again. Okay, be careful. Podcast. Right. Yeah. So some of my streams can be a podcast too.ハッベイ、先生ってしっかりした人だったり、ありがとうね。こんばんは。ありがとうね。Okay. So, I'm gonna, one sec. I'm gonna just, okay. Today, I'm gonna just stop here, okay? Cause, yeah, I'm a busy person. And I've realized I've spent so much time, streaming, and I've got so much to catch up, like in terms of like my real job. And of course, I love being here. I love to, help, as much as possible. I do that. I'll still do that twice a week, but sometimes, I can't do, 2-hour, streams anymore because like, I have to do my real jobs too. I have 2 jobs, by the way. One is music, like an entertainment industry, job, and another is of course teaching too. And I've got so much work to do. So like, sometimes I can't stream for 2 hours. Sometimes kind of have to, finish after like maybe 90 minutes or so. But you still get a lot, out of, what I just did today. And also, I don't want to give you too much, too much to learn. Especially, when you're a beginner or like maybe N5, N4, level, you don't want to be overloaded, with too many things. You want to kind of take time to understand, things. So yeah, I've kind of decided, okay, I need to kind of cut it a little bit short. I mean, for me too, like, so that I don't get burnt out. If I keep streaming like 2-3 hours, of course I'll get burnt out. So I need to kind of balance it. And of course, I will be still here, twice a week to see you guys and interact, as much as possible. But sometimes, I can't stream for too long, and but I'll do my best. Okay. So I'll just finish the explanation here, and it was only 2 pages, but it was like really good. Like what Ryo-san said. I mean, not her like, not her like having no money, but like, when she said about why she quit her last band, and like, what she wants in the new band, Kessoku Bando. She said a lot of good things. So anyway, notes. Yeah, I will again I'll tidy up the notes, okay, as usual, and I'll make a PDF, okay, and then post it in the comment section, okay. Later, give me like an hour max, like maybe 2 hours, okay. I'll do that. But I think I'll go now. I know it's a bit short, but this is for me, so that I don't get burnt out. Okay, I was like, yeah, to be honest, I was getting like really, really tired and I felt like, okay, I'm pushing myself too much. I need to kind of look after myself a bit more, even though I love doing this, I love to help people. But like if I get sick or something, there's no point. So I kind of, need to balance myself by having like shorter, streams. Okay. But I'm still here. Okay. Let's see. And so it says, busy sensei, right? 忙しいね. And thanks for always helping us out. No problem. I love doing this. And also, I'm sure you understand this, but yeah, I don't want to get burnt out. So, for me to be more, how do you call it? Not economical, but, I need to sustain myself a little bit more. So yeah, so some streams will be a little bit shorter than you think. But I'm not slacking or anything, okay? I'm trying to give you as much as possible, okay? So let me see. Knife says, thanks for spending time with us. No problem. I love it. So he says, it's totally okay. We appreciate your hard work always. Yes. One of the reasons is that since I'm like fully monetized now on YouTube, and then I thought like it's gonna be, everything is like gonna be automatic or anything, but it seems like it gave me like more work to do. So like I kind of figured out, okay, I can't really have long streams anymore. Like I need to kind of cut it a little bit shorter than before, so it's a little bit more manageable. Yeah, you don't want to know this, but yeah, it actually creates too much work. Like, if I'm fully monetized, I know it's a good thing, but I will be busier than before, so I need to kind of slow down sometimes, okay? But I'm still here, trying to kind of help you as much as possible. And let me see. Patrick says, understandable. Thanks a lot for finding time for us. I will still do this, even though I don't really have much time. Let me see. And do show us Bocchi Nendoroids. Yeah, I have one, and I actually filmed something, so I'll show you my Bocchi Nendoroid. Oh yeah, Hechi, looking forward to Totoro stream. Yes, I'm preparing for that. It's gonna be Totoro is great. The language level isn't too hard, okay? And then that's a story that a lot of people know already, okay? But the nuances and everything is so beautiful. And then I'm like, okay, I need to share this, So, and then maybe at some point I can maybe show you some quotes from the new Miyazaki, Miyazaki-san's Ghibli's new film, 君たちはどう生きるか. That's the Japanese title, but in English, somehow they say The Boy and the Heron. I actually have the book here, and the book is like gigantic. It's a monster, so of course there's no way I can go through everything with you, but maybe I'm thinking maybe it could be like a listening practice. I might just do some narration, maybe with like slow speed and a natural speed, so I might not be able to explain what they are, but it might be turned into like kind of listening practice. I'm thinking about that too, since I actually have the book. And also the movie, the new movie, The Boy and the Heron, I realized like when I was in the cinema, oh my gosh, they didn't translate a lot of things. Of course, it's understandable. It was like a lot of things were happening, and but like in terms of like nuances, it was lost. It was so like a little bit sad for me. I understood everything, and I followed everything, but I guess like if you just watch it in English, you miss like maybe like 30% or maybe more. It didn't capture all the nuances right, but I mean, it is difficult to kind of translate accurately anyway. But anyway, so let me see. And look at it. Yeah. ハクベ says 教えてくれて、感謝する. Or you can say 教えてくれてありがとう is a kind of better or like natural expression for that. ハクベ and ザイト thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Unique ありがとうございました. You're welcome. And ハクベお疲れ様ありがとうね. And so definitely take care of yourself. Thank you. ありがとう. Patrick ライブしてくれてありがとう。ありがとうね。Dixter thank you for the stream. Take care of yourself. ありがとうね。Mitch thanks for streaming. ありがとうございます。You're welcome. And Knife ゆっくりしていってね。I will. And Zaito, understandable. Yes, I can't believe I actually continue to stream like twice a week consecutively for over how many months? Like, I didn't stop. I only stopped once, when Hobo passed away. That was the only stream I missed. But otherwise, I streamed, consistently for over how long? Like, 7 months or something. So, like, sometimes I kind of need to slow down. Okay, but I will be still here. Okay. Let me see. 大丈夫ね。Bocchi Nendoroid. Yeah, Nendoroid. Yeah, Bocchi-chan's Nendoroid is so cute. Yeah, I filmed everything, so I'll try to edit soon. Yeah, so 君たちはどう生きるか. That's the correct title. Yeah, in English. Yes. It is very deep. You might not be able to actually understand a lot from, the movie if you just watch it in the cinema. It is very deep and very strange. Okay, but it still has all the Miyazaki, Miyazaki elements. If you like, if you're a big fan of Ghibli, you will enjoy it. Okay. And it says, see you everyone next time. Yes. Wanil, you're here. Mr. Hoteng says, Soy, would love to hear a free talk stream from you on those kind of nuances. All right. I know. Having some streams without preparation I know. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. But like, if I don't have anything like, set up, I don't know what's gonna happen. So, yeah, I know, like a free talk, like, chat stream will be nice soon, I guess, yeah. And so, それじゃまたね、ありがとうね。Elena, take care, thank you so much. And Shima from MS, おつ、ありがとう。そう、お疲れ様です。ケアゾお大事にありがとうね。Hackpay, this channel is a hidden gem を日本語でどう言えばいい？どうだろうちょっとね、このチャンネルは、なんだろう、掘り出し物じゃない。掘り出し物はちょっと違う。It's not really like a thing, so, なんだろうね、we might not be able to say it like the same way as English. Like, hidden gem is a very English term, isn't it? So, instead, I would say something like, just おすすめ, like recommendation. すごくおすすめ。このチャンネルをすごくおすすめ。このチャンネルはすごくおすすめ。おすすめ will be like a better term, even though おすすめ means like recommendation. And the nuance is very, very off. But the hidden gem, 隠されたお宝. We don't really say that. So yeah, I mean, instead of saying that, accurately in Japanese, maybe just say it a little bit differently, like, このチャンネルを見つけてよかった or something. I'm glad I found this channel. このチャンネルを見つけてよかった And if you want to recommend it to somebody, you can say おすすめだよ、ね、このチャンネルおすすめだよ I recommend this channel. That's a good one. And let's see. And Kezo, I hope お大事に doesn't make it sound like you. No, it's お大事に yeah, お大事に you say that like when somebody's not very well and take care of yourself. So お大事に so like if I have a cold or something, or if I have, let's say, like if I have a sore throat, it doesn't have to be like, I don't have to be fully sick or anything, but like, yeah, お大事に kind of has the nuance of take care of yourself and don't get sick. Well, I hope you get better soon, kind of nuance. So yeah, I mean, I totally understand it though. Yeah, that's fine. Zaito, play the cat game again. I know, the cat game. Yes. And ハクペ、このチャンネル見つけてよかった。Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Wonderful. All right, guys, I've got to go. ありがとうね。 ありがとうね。Gotta go. じゃあまたね。I'll see you hopefully at the weekend, okay? We're gonna have another live stream and I'll be reading, 隣のトトロ My neighbor トトロ Okay? And then see you soon. じゃあまたね。ありがとうね。Let me just have yeah, ザイト thanks, bye. ありがとうね。そういバイバイ。またね。ありがとうね。ありがとう。ありがとうね。ありがとう。ナイフまたね。パトリックまたね。そういまたね。ザイトまたね。ありがとうね。See you next time. またね。